Yo, what's going on, guys? In this video, we're going to be bringing Matrix-Breakout 2 from VulnHub. This is a box for the bell solid easy. And yeah, let's get on to the video. So I'm starting with my terminal server. I'm serving data discovered by star 10.0.0.1/24/height user. Doing this, so do get the IP of the box 10.0.194, so do control shift Z, so read maps again. So the MMI says here for default scripts, my information was kind of puts in the IP. Doing this, I'll do manage remotes. Look at the ports today, port 22 open for SSH, port 8 open for HTTP, and also port 21 open for HTTP. Some servers in port 80. Look at this, we do get a Morpheus 1. Does seem like the cipher has been locked for everyone else, at least for SSH. Basically just the introduction. Some do control source code. Doesn't seem like anything. Some server needs a more enumeration, running a GoBuster. So do control shift Z, we'll do GoBuster to remote device you into the IP address, we'll do my user share word list or buster directory list to www.txt, we'll do access HTML, TXT, and also PHP. Looking back at the mmap scan, we did port 22 open for SSH, this is open SSH for Debian, port 8 open for HTTP, this is running Apache, port 81 open for HTTP, and this is running Nginx, right? Looking back at the GoBuster, we do have this index HTML, JavaScript robots.txt, so this is robots.txt. Then seem like we do anything under here. Graffiti.txt, so go to graffiti.txt. Doesn't seem like we do anything under here, just a graffiti wall. I also do have a graffiti.php. So go to graffiti.php. Under here, we do have an answered message, so I'm going to do for test. I'm going to refresh this. It does seem like this is being inputted into the HTML or to the page, because under here you'll see that it does have this for test. Refresh this. Go notice that it is adding that test, right? Refresh that. We do have the test right there. I also do want to test for something like if I don't know if I want to put this under like var www.html. I'll put this for like index.html. We post this. If I go back to this and if I go back to the document root, it's going to be for the index.html. Doesn't seem to be working, right? So I'm going to start by saying this with the burp. So I'm just going to go to proxy, go to burp. I'm going to close. Next, our burp. So I'm just going to go to proxy, go to options, go to my specific address for 10.0.70. We'll do this for test. Send this with the repeater. We send this. You'll see that I do have two parameters here, one for message and also a parameter for file here. So I'm guessing this is going to go to the file is going to where it's going to, which is going to be for that graffiti.txt. We never did check graffiti.txt. So if I do check graffiti.txt, I should have what I put in here, right? So that var www.html index.html, which I was testing for, and also that test, right? Which I also did test for. So I do want to check if this is allowing me to only write to graffiti.txt, or it's also allowing me to write to this index.html. So I do for message for test for index.html. Go back under here. You'll do see that we do have this for test, right? I also want to do the same thing for test 1. I do want to check for a file path. So if it's only allowing me to go under var www or var www.html, right? Index.html, or it's only allowing me to specify one file path, which is just index.html, right? Do control R, you'll see that I do have this for test 1, right? So it is allowing me to write to a new file. I'm also going to do test 1. We'll test this for test.txt. So now if I go back to test.txt or test.txt, you'll notice that I do have this test 1, which I did write to that test.txt. So I'm going to start by doing this by doing a cmd.php. We'll do control shift Z, clear my terminal 0, the cat from /opt, we'll go to shell, we'll go to PHP, we'll do the cmd.php. So I'm just going to copy this. Instead of that test 1, I'm going to put that PHP under there. Now we do have this for cmd.php. This should allow us to execute commands on the server. So we'll do cmd.php, we'll do cmd is equal to id, specify that parameter for cmd, and now under www data. So I'm going to go to proxy. We'll refresh this. We send this within repeater. We send this, and now we're to dum data. So I'm just going to go to change request method. We'll change this to ID. We'll go to pen test monkey for reverse shell. We'll do this for temp. We'll copy that. We'll do this for 10 as 070. Port 9001. We'll do Control U, and we can start up our listener here. So we'll do all rep, make count my VP on 9001. We send this. We do bash -i, we do ID, and now we're doing data. So under here, it doesn't seem like we do any groups. I'm gonna do sudo -cell. Does seem like we do need a terminal here, so I'll do Python 3 -c. We'll import that p2y. p2y dot spawn. We'll run a bin/bash. I could run a sudo -cell. And we do need a password for sudo, right? So data does require a password. So run for sudo. I'm gonna check ID. We don't have any groups under data. I'm gonna start by checking the kernel. So do uname I say. We do have a 10.5.10. So I believe this is vulnerable to dirty pipe. So I'll just do dirty pipe for GitHub for the kernel. I'm gonna check this for, we'll just do this for dirty pipe GitHub. There's a specific repository that I want to use for dirty pipe that I usually use. I believe the author is called R1IS. Here we go. So we do have this author here for R1RS, which is going to be for that dirty pipe.sh. I'm just going to go to raw data. We'll cd into /dev/shm. We'll do wget. We'll do chmod +x for this dirty pipe.sh. Run that dirty pipe.sh. We do ID, node root, we do nicely, getter flag.txt. We'll get straight to the video, don't like and subscribe, and now I'll catch you guys in the next one.